All right. Tonight we are going to be working on the steel type gym. And just to catch up, I do want to show you where I ended with the water type gym. So I'm just going to open up the game, kind of talk about what's happening with it so that you can have an open world Pokemon game. The gyms, I think, are hands down going to be the most tedious part of building out my game. And that just comes because I need to make 8 different versions for each gym leader. Because if you can play them in any order, they need to get better and better and better in what order you choose to play them. So I'll just show, and I'm going to use debug. I'm going to walk around. But right now there's only 3 trainers, right? There's the gym leader, and then we have a sailor and a swimmer. I'm going to leave the room, go back outside, and we're not going to quit. We are going to go to debug. We are going to switch our variables, and we are going to set the gym victories variable all the way up to 7, because that's the max. For the last gym, you'll have beaten 7 gyms prior to it. And then we'll go back inside, and suddenly there's more trainers, right? So you can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's how I'm going to design it for every gym, where I think if the first gym you go to will only max out at 3 trainers. But then it climbs, and I'm pretty sure with this one it's almost an immediate jump, because most people already have 6 Pokemon by the time they get to, the first gym. They definitely have it by the time they get to the second gym. So I don't want to wait too long. And so with that, I think it goes from 3 trainers to 4 trainers, and then it's maxed at 6 trainers. And so also, I'll show you, these are the different versions, the different variations of the water gym leader. So this is the first version, only has 2 Pokemon. And these guys stay with him basically the whole time. But then if you've beaten 1 gym, then he'll have 4. And so I added Carvinha and Numel. And Numel is definitely the odd one out because it's fire ground. But I also like trying to change things up a bit. And you'll see that once Numel will evolve to Camelrupt, if this is the 4th gym, and then will never be in the team again. So basically, so first gym, only 2 Pokemon. Second gym, we're going to have 4 Pokemon. Every gym after that, gym leader's going to have 6 Pokemon. And you can see that I added Krogunk, which I absolutely love. And also I think, it being a frog, it's not too far-fetched to put in. And so then you keep going, and this is where you switch out Camelrupt for Kingler. And then that's how it's going to stay. Basically, you're going to have your Jellicent, your Sharpedo, your Kingler, your Toxicroak, your Melodic, and your Feraligatr. And that's how it stays all the way to the end. And, I mean, their moves are always... I tried to give them the best moves for their levels. And I think in like 1 or 2 instances, I actually did cheat. I think I gave someone a move that's like 2 levels like too soon. And I also tried to give them like a wide variety. I really love how Sharpedo has Destiny Bond. I hope that means that you're guaranteed to lose 1 Pokemon when fighting. You can't like do a perfect clean sweep necessarily, though there are ways to play around Destiny Bond. And then like Melodic has Recover and Bulldoze, which is a ground type move, but it's in Melodic's moveset, so as a TM, not as like a leveling up one. And I also gave Feraligatr Earthquake, because again, that's like like, if you come in here with an electric type Pokemon, you're gonna have a hard time. If you come in here with a grass type Pokemon, you're also gonna have a hard time because I gave, like, look, Jellicent has Icy Wind, Sharpedo has Ice Fang, X-Scissors good against grass too, and then Ice Punch, and then Ice Beam, and then Blizzard. So I'm trying to make it so it's gonna be a challenge for the player. But enough of that. Let's click back into the game and let's just take a look at Gym Leader David. So immediately doesn't put out another water type. Yep, that makes sense. Wow. I tried to hit him with what I assume is my hardest move. Honestly, I don't know. Nice. And every time, Gym Leader David will have 2 full restores. But yeah, this is a type of... This is the approach I'm going to take with basically every gym, where I'm going to try and stick to the gym typing for 5 of the 6 Pokemon, and then I'm going to try and make sure that a lot of the Pokemon have type coverage, so that the player has to play a little bit more dynamically than they otherwise would play the game. I gave Kingler a fighting type move. I don't think Kingler will ever get an opportunity to do a super effective attack with it, but I just it's fitting. It gave it Hammer Arm. But yeah, and hopefully you see this when you play through the game. You may not because of how widespread the moveset is, but in every single iteration for Alligator or Totodile or Croconaw, they all have Scald, and so you get it. And I think I'm going to do that too with all of my gyms. There's going to be like a unique move that you get that is like the signature move. So if you ever were dumb enough to go into a water gym with something that's weak to water, you'll get hit with Scald. Alright, enough of that. Let's jump into the Steel type gym, which is going to be, I think I decided, down here. Oh, also, we're going to move this item. Also, the items change as you play through the game. So if you've beaten... Oh, well, this one's... Sorry, not every item. That's a netball every time. This one is a revive, but if you've beaten 4 gyms, it's a max revive. So, which is something I'm going to have to be aware of when I'm adding items into the game to make sure that the items are also dynamic and they are... Ooh, what should I give? What should I put here? But yeah, I need to make sure that the items are dynamic and that they are also increasing based on the gym, because I don't want someone who has 8 gym badges or is about to go against the Elite Four to find an item and it's just like a potion, something that they will never use. Well, I mean, you'll use it, but I remember when I'd get to a point where I'm like, oh, these don't matter, and I'd use like all 5 of them on one Pokemon just because I didn't want to use any of my better potions. So I think what I'll do here, I think I could do... I think I'll do a full restore. Or I could just do a potion that becomes a hyper potion. I think I'll just go for potion. And I could just make it a super potion, actually. But I'll do hyper potion. I could make it 3 levels, so... Alright, we're going to go over here. New map. I think I did the last one 30 by 30, which worked. So I think I'll stick with it, and we'll go 30 by 30, and we will do gym. Gym. Yeah. Oh, I didn't name the map. We're gonna change this map properties, and we're gonna call this Ryan's Gym. Also, I was thinking about changing this to a person instead of a sign, because then I can make it talk to you the first time you walk up to the gym, and it'll say, like, if you ever get lost with the puzzle, come talk to me and I'll help. And I like that more because, like, I can keep the gym sign. I can put it somewhere else. But I like that because it's less likely for the player to have a bad time. So we need to change this to, we're going to go helper. And then what you put in parentheses is how far their vision is. So if you look at the gym, it'll say trainer 2. They can see, their event can essentially see 2 squares. So then we'll pick someone who will be the kind of person that's going to loiter outside of a steel type gym. Sure. And she will say, yeah, I think I'll say, if you ever get stuck pushing boulders, come talk to me. And this will be an event touch. And we'll copy and paste this here. And then next time you talk to them, they'll say, do you want to reset the boulders? You say yes, resets the boulders. And then she'll say, oh, I should make it red text. There you go. That's one thing I'm worried about forgetting in some places, is when it's a person doing the red or blue text. Because I do think it's unnecessary, but it's a little flavor, so... And yeah, I think I was doing it backwards, so I'm just going to double check there. Make sure I'm doing it right. And then we're actually just going to delete this out. So if you ever get stuck pushing boulders, come talk to me. And then self switch A activates, and this one, she'll only be in this form if self switch A is on. And this is an action button. So now, now to get to the gym, you have to pass her, and she's going to say, if you ever get stuck pushing boulders, come talk to me. And then, do you want to reset the boulders? Yes or no? Also the wrong. There you go. And the final piece of flavor for this experience is actually going to be adding a Machamp, which I think is one of the Pokemon available in the default. Yeah. And so we'll have Machamp. If you talk to Machamp, just say Machamp. Get a little explanation. Machamp is excited to be there. Sweet. All of that, And I haven't even gotten in the gym yet. We're really cruising. Alright, let's actually take this doorway. I believe that is the right doorway. And let's just change it so it doesn't take you to David's gym, but takes you to Ryan's gym. Oh, well, I should probably build out Ryan's gym first. It's probably a critical detail. Oh, and I think we'll go with the rock type tile set. Though I probably could do this one. There's such a limited gym set, like gym tile set, to really go crazy with it. So I'm just gonna play it pretty standard. We're not trying to do anything new. Ooh, let's check the passage for these. So you can walk over the dirt. Yeah, no problems walking over the dirt. That's something to keep in mind while building this out. Are there stairs in this tile set? I think there are for the Elite Four section. Right there. Oh, I'm right there. So I can do levels, though it's probably going to be insanely hard to build around because I don't think it was really made for that. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's go crazy with this. Let's just see how far we can stretch this tile set. What's the difference between all of these? There's no detection difference. Oh. Oh, interesting. I could have sworn those all looked the same next to each other on the board. This is really trippy to look at. It looks like that is the default though. So I think I'm going to stick to that. Whoop. I watched Bo Burnham's special this weekend, Inside, and I won't get into the details because I think I highly recommend watching it, but it was incredible. If you already know Bo Burnham's style, like, just go for it. You're gonna love it. If you've never seen any of Bo Burnham's work, I would definitely say that the first half is a lot more accessible. It's really just, goofy at times. Just a lot of fun overall. But then by the time you get to the end, it becomes a lot more serious and also self-reflective. And it really, by the end of it, it really is, in my opinion, about like Bo Burnham's experience as an entertainer. And I mean, honestly, that can be hard to connect with. It's not the most intuitive kind of thing. So that is like the one caveat I'd say for anyone who's going to go watch it. But it was awesome. I think if you've ever been part of, if you're in a hobby that's part of the creative process, whether that's, you write your own songs, you make games like I do, maybe you write short stories, whatever it is, I think he does a really good job of showing the creative process and really how we can, how our view of our own work can change over time and morph and how you can like fluctuate between overcritical, not as critical. All in all, just honestly, just really interesting. It definitely got me thinking, which is always a plus. All right, let's try this absolutely wild approach of trying to fit stairs into a tile set that is not made for stairs at all. I don't think I'm gonna get to be as creative as I want to be. Yep, that's the nail in the coffin right there. Those stairs are not made to be repeatable like that. So I don't think I get to play around with or try and stretch this kit. I think I have to play it straight. Well, one easy alteration I can do. Let's back up. I think that's as far back as I can back up. Okay. I can easily make it so you can't walk on dirt. And if we make that change, I need to make sure I remember it, but that should add a little bit more style to this gym. So with that in mind, let's figure out where the gym leader's gonna sit. I'm completely cool with the gym leader just chilling in the center. Let's build around that. Let's work with that. See what we can do. So let's make it so you can't just approach the gym leader from any direction. Let's make it so you actually can approach from two sides. I think what I'll actually do is just put some rocks there. Yup. Okay. And now where else do I want to make the paths? Let's extend this out like this. And like that. So there's that. And then let's see if we can do something different over here. Is that what I want to do? Is it? I'm comfortable just rolling with this, and we'll see where the trainers land with this layout. See kind of what happens with it. It'd be fun to put a hidden item on that rock. I think maybe I'll do that. Okay, windows. Windows. There we go. And now, the final touch for our steel gym. Gonna be these, which should be part of the Elite Four, but... Oh, wrong layer. Do I want it right there? I don't even know where I want these. I could do something like right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How about this? I'll hide a trainer behind that one. And then when you first walk in, you're always going to have these bad boys. Hmm. Or just one. I don't like that. We can go right there, right? That's not even. What am I doing? There we go. I think that's all I really want to do. I don't. You already need to like use a puzzle to get here. So I think I'll just call it. And now we'll start dropping trainers in and talking about the challenges that the player gets to face. Easiest way to do it, just to copy. There we go. Let's talk about Ryan. First off, Ryan's gonna look like Bruno. There he is. And this is gonna be Gym 2. What this does that's different from playing the gyms in any particular order is this will stop other trainers from trying to battle after you've beaten their gym leader. So just I'll bring over this sailor and I'll drop him in here. And you can see that he has a condition. If defeated gym 1, and I'm changing it to 2, was on, then he doesn't battle you, and he just says what he was going to say after you beat him in a battle. So we now have the 2 base trainers that are going to be duplicated across this whole thing. And apart from that, we need flavor text is so hard. Ryan's gym. And then what on earth do I want Ryan to say, or what like descriptors that, you know, play with the kind of steel kind of words and whatnot. I could make the steel gym a doubles battle too. But I think I'm overthinking it. So actually I could give the same flavor text that I have in front of every gym. Well, I guess this is in David's gym because it says David's gym, student of water Pokemon, teacher of Pokemon trainers. I could just use that. I mean, and then I could add flavor text elsewhere. This would say Ryan's gym. And now your intro will not be Leader Brock. Is it just Leader Bruno? I'm gonna check real quick, guys. we're looking at trainer types. Leader Brock. Oh, it's Elite 4 Brune. Elite 4 Bruno. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to an Elite 4 sprite for a gym. Let's look at 63. 63 isn't either. Well, this is a common problem when using the fire red sprites. It's just you're kind of built into a corner. Yeah, Koga definitely wouldn't pass as a steel type trainer, I don't think. Well, I think he could actually. Let's try it. I mean, what's the worst that happens? You just change it? All right, now we need flavor text for the pre-fight. Talking that up. And now I'm trying to think of all of the absolutely amazing the amazing benefits of steel. You know, because the water one, it was like, oh yeah, like I can add some stuff that makes it that you know makes it sound fancy. I don't know. Refined, durable. No, we're not going to go that direction. I do like refined though. That's completely fine. We could just refined, strong. Honestly, dialogue has got to be one of the hardest parts about making your own Pokemon game. You have all of these like grandiose ideas, and like it's all on a like you know you can pick gym types and you talk about the Pokemon and you never sit down and think, oh, like yeah, and in my gym that I'm gonna make, I'm gonna say something really cheesy at the start of every battle. Like that part is not at the forefront of your mind when you're planning your Pokemon game. Here you go. This is what I'm settling on. Refined, durable. We can learn much from steel-type Pokemon, and then you fight them. This sprite is leader Koga, but the name is Ryan, and this is the first iteration. And gym victories at 0, so if this is the first gym you go to, which is unlikely, this is what'll happen. And then, well done, you understand the power of water and have earned the rain badge. Obviously we're not going to say that. We will say well done. And we'll say... It should be a compliment in line with what the other one said. It should have harkened back to the many, many benefits of steel. Your Pokemon fight with resolve. That's not really related, but I'll keep it that way. You have earned the Steel badge. The other one, Rain, was easy because, you know, it's water, but Steel isn't like... I could call it the Ore badge. I mean, whatever. And then trainer badges... Oh, shoot. This should be... I should rewrite this for every gym so that it's +1 instead of setting it to a specific number, because you can play it in any order. And then here, have this TM too. Let's pull up the items. And let's look at what steel TMs exist. Here we go, here we go. I'm worried, off the top of my head, is there like, what, like steel cannon or something like that that's gonna... Steel wing. Well, I was gonna give him a Skarmory, so steel wing would work, but there's gotta be other steel type. Flash cannon. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I think he'll give you flash cannon. Well, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have flash cannon as his signature move. What? TM91? Easy enough. Here, have this TM2. Boom. And then I'll say flash cannon. I don't know, hits hard. And can also lower the target's special defense. And then, honestly not sure what that does. Change that. We're adding a victory, and you go to your plus, which is right here. Boom. And then, if you haven't yet, I highly recommend visiting the Old Captain in Handard City. That's what they say in Haverage Town to get you to go to Handard City. And the Old Captain, if you go looking around, has Surf. So he can help you learn to travel over water. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna change this. And now he needs something. It doesn't have to be a tip like, oh, go here, do that. Maybe, well, it doesn't have to be, but it wouldn't hurt to kind of point them in a specific direction. Have you explored the ruins on the Southern Trail? And now we need something that can help bolster this. I've heard if you make it through to the end, you'll exit above a beautiful waterfall. That's actually going to be true, so props to him for world building with the player. If you go into these ruins, then you will come out here over the beautiful waterfall that he's talking about here. So All right, and what these are these are the different variations, right? You can see it counting up for gym victories, and since those all apply to the prior gym, I'm just going to cut them out, and there you go. And I'll copy these and I'll update them so that it changes with each gym. But honestly, that is by far the most grinding that you do in making in like that I'm doing in my game, is copying every Pokemon trainer 8 times so that the Pokemon trainer is always has a right Pokemon based on how many gym badges you have. So I'll definitely do that offline. Now let's look at this guy, and I think, yeah, it's a hiker. It's got to be a hiker. This guy should have 2 forms. Yes. I think it was 18. Was he looking down? I think he was looking down. Nope. Where do we want him to be, though? Yeah, we want him looking down. I know what I'm doing. Should we make him a doubles battle? That'd be fun. And then if I built out the doubles battle now, it'd be really helpful, because then I can just copy and paste this guy whenever I want a doubles battle in the future. All right. He's a hiker, though, so let's change this from sailor to hiker. And then instead of saying, have you ever sailed the stormy seas, he will say, ah, shoot. Look out. No. Instead, he will say, I actually kind of like the, like, watch out. It's like the, here, watch out. For me. It's like, call an ambulance, but not for me. All right. Perfect. And what should the name of this hiker be? Also, naming people's hard. Sure. And after you beat hiker Kevin, you will say, what defense? No one's gonna care what this dude says. Don't tell him I said that. Okay. And we'll put him like right here, and he will see 3. And so you always have 3 people when you first go to a gym, and then I'll add more people later on. And so here we will do someone, and I think I'll do someone that hides decently well behind the pillar and is a little bit more unique in terms of their style. Is this a ranger? Do I still have my trainer types up? Nope, not what I wanted. I wanted trainer types. 34, 34. Picnicker. No one suspects a picnicker behind a pillar. Boom. And picnicker needs to see a distance of 4 tiles. And before I forget, picnicker. And the picnicker's name is not Kevin. We'll just, sure, throw something down. Also change this. So E3's been going on, but to be honest, I haven't been paying that much attention. And that's because tomorrow's the big day I'm looking forward to. because tomorrow is the Nintendo Direct. And here's what I think. I think that the vast majority of what we're going to see is going to be Pokemon content, because they've already announced, the 3 Pokemon games. So I think that is going to be the focus of what they want to push out to advertisers, right? And like, we're only 6 months away from Pokemon Legends Arceus releasing, which is wild to think about. And so I think that the most gameplay we're going to see is going to be Arceus. And I think that they're going to talk about the remakes and Legends the most. Other things that, of course, they're going to mention, but who knows how much we're going to see of, is Breath of the Wild 2. I mean, I don't know, like, if you guys remember the last Nintendo Direct, but the first thing they did was they had like the director of the Zelda franchise just like have a little like 30-second thing, and he was just like, "We are still developing Breath of the Wild 2. We'll talk about it more later." And that's it. And and I think that's like, I'm worried they're gonna do the exact same thing where they just have someone come on and say like, Breath of the Wild 2 still exists, guys. But like, fingers crossed. That is what I most want to learn more about, and I'm hoping for like a trailer. I'm hoping for gameplay. I'm hoping for a release date. That would be incredible too. But at the end of the day, I recognize that, hey, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. They've already, they could be given more of the floor to Pokemon, because that's what's coming out next for them. There's something else that I'm really, really excited for, and that is another Smash character. And I think it's the last Smash character. I've been so stuck on playing Nintendo games growing up that I don't have a lot of skin in the game on like who I want in Smash. I'm pretty happy with most of the characters in Smash, which I feel like if you talk to Smash players, they have very strong opinions on who should be in and what third-party rep it should be, and if it's not a third-party rep, who it should be. And there's all these ideas that always get tossed around and stuff. And like, for some reason, for the last like decade, I feel like people have been saying they want Bandana Waddle Dee in the game. Honestly, like, sure, okay. I mean, it all comes down to how fun they are to play for me, but is that really like the best we can do for a Nintendo rep? We want a Waddle Dee that has a bandana on its head? I mean, hey, if you get it, that's great, and I'll probably be excited too, because I could see it being a fun character to play, but I'm not like gonna lose my mind over Bandana Waddle Dee. I've heard people talking about I mean, Rayman's always listed. I don't think that's likely, but Ratchet and Clank, which, I mean, timing wise that makes sense, which, who knows what'll happen, but I'll definitely be watching that live. I won't be live streaming it, but like, I'll tune in for the Nintendo Direct and watch it and see what happens with it. I've been talking too much, so let's just make, whenever you're running out of like creative things for someone to say, make them talk smack. So now they're gonna say, you don't stand a chance against Ryan. And then Oh, you know what? I think I already had what I wanted right there, right? And I copied it outside and put it right here. So we'll duplicate it, throw those on right there and right there. And now let's save and let's go have a good time. Just walking around the gym. None of the battles will work because I haven't added the trainers yet, but that's okay. But yeah, I mean a lot could happen tomorrow with the Smash character. So we'll see. We'll see. I should go outside, actually. Oh, and I didn't put the doors in yet, so yeah, because I wanna see how this lady interacts with you. Oh. That was odd. I feel like I could walk past here, but I don't know if I triggered her dialogue just by stepping up or if I had to interact with her that time. So we'll have to check. I should make it play the cry. I'm going to make it so it also... Yeah. And I'm going to save right now so that when we come back in, this is what we are. Okay. This is a really easy puzzle if you don't want to get the Pokeball. No, I never changed it, so it just warps you back to David. Okay, well, let's go into the gym now. Ah, we'll fix that. We will definitely fix that. No, we're not adding. Can't walk over here, that's good. Oh, they're only set to 1. Okay, that's cool. Can't walk past that, so I will have to fix that in general. I do want you walking behind these. That's all super good. And then there's an error for him. Cool. Well, no big surprises there, but lots of things to correct. So for starters, let's go down to these stones. And let's say you can walk past them. You can't walk past this, though. Not that I think I'll ever use that. I don't think I ever did. We'll actually leave. We'll leave that. You can't walk here, but priority. These are going to be priority 2. I think is what I want. That's how high they are in the layering. That should do it for that. Let's also make it so you can go in and out of the gym so you don't have to warp. And let's make it so the gym actually warps you into the right place. It's a little important. Boom. And now let's take a look at Helper 2. So I think they may have changed this so it includes the space that they occupy. So I think I need to make this 3. Is that right? And then this needs to be 5. See, it's weird because this one was only set to 3 and it worked. I don't know why this one would have to be 5. Confused. Let's test it. Let's test it. Let's see what happens. Oh, I already walked past her, so she's not gonna... Oh, even if you say no, she says, there you go. I should change that. So if you say no, she says, no problem. And just ignores you. Cool. And Yep, I'm just gonna skip the puzzle this time. Oh, we need to change the priority. But the good news is Picnicker sees you. The other good news is I can walk behind it. So for the record, priority 1 is only covering body. Priority 2 is covering body and head. So I should have caught that the first time, honestly. But there we go, there we go. Watch out for me. I actually really like that. It was definitely one of the goofier things that I put in, but I enjoy that goofiness. Okay, so those are now priority 2, which is all fine and dandy. And then what we're actually going to do is we're going to copy her and paste her right here and see if the twin operates how we expect, because the twin should be set up as like the default when you first pass them. That was interesting. I didn't, for the record, oh, duh. Wait. I thought it was set to player touch. When I ran into her, she did her thing. I think they've changed something, because I used to be able to just do parentheses one attribute. That would work for every event touch. But I know that they've made it in the newer updates so that you can do something like this, where you go helper, and then you do size 3-1. And those are X and Y coordinates for the amount of space that they cover. And so I think what was happening is, I think it still is happening. If I walk past her up here, though, no. I made her wide. I can't walk there. Got my coordinates wrong, but even if I fixed that, what if I actually just called her trainer? Maybe that's what I'm missing. Choices, yes or no. When yes, do the thing and say there you go. When no, say not a problem. I think it'd be amazing if just renaming her to trainer is enough. Yeah. Sweet. Let's also do one other thing. Let's set move route for the player and have the player turn up. And then wait for move's completion. And then say if you get stuck pushing boulders, and then you know that the person is talking to you. In fact, we could go one step further. We can come in here and we can rip this, which is the little exclamation above someone's head. And now we should see a little bubble above the head, and then you look at her, and then she gives her advice. It worked. I mean, she took an extra step. That's fine. Yeah, that doesn't concern me in the slightest. All right, I need to add a Machamp Fry to play with the text, and then we'll be done for the night. And I need to look up the exact code. Oh, actually, so it used to be a specific script. It looks like they've now just made it a sound effect. that true? No, there's not enough. Let's see what happens if I do this. There's always different versions of essentials, and that comes with its own bundle of fun. Let's see if that works. Because whenever you go into a thread to look up stuff, you'll need to check the date and make sure. Because I mean, we're up to Pokemon Essentials 19 now. Nope, that did not work. Let's try something else, shall we? I mean, I don't think Machamp is hard to spell. I hope I'm spelling that right. Ooh, do you see this? Usage of depreciated method or its alias. This method is slated to be removed in Essentials version 20. Use game data species, play cry from species, species form instead. Oh, wow. Well, there we go. That's exciting. It's also exciting knowing that they're working on 20. That is a tall order. Pokemon Essentials version 20. Okay. I don't think there's a form. I don't know what form to use. Game data, species, play, cry from species, species, and form. Here we go. Yeah. I don't think I have all the variables right. Game data, species, play, cry from species, the species, the form, the volume, and the pitch. Okay, okay. We're just going to say form 0, which I assume is default. Yeah. Well, we're just gonna have to leave it like that for now. Tomorrow we're gonna knock out another gym. So, and more importantly, we're gonna talk about the Nintendo Direct and everything that did or didn't happen. Anyways, thanks for watching.